What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Judith Plains Montana. $10 million challenge. I hope y'all are doing well. In this one, we got a lot of baling to do. We got to finish up this grass, which I already got a good bit of it done. You see the pallet over there? That's for the bale net. We ran out earlier, so I had to go get a pallet. And after this, we're going to go ahead and take care of the straw baling. And then I'm not too sure what we can do. I don't think there's too much to do after all these bales, other than just kind of wait. But I do want to plant something that's not grass into this field that we're currently in. I don't know whether to do a cash crop, maybe corn, but corn for harvest, not corn for silage. But I don't know whether to do like soybeans for a cash crop or like corn in preparation for us to buy possibly the Jack Daniels, because I haven't heard anything as far as what you guys would like, so I'm just going to go with the Jack Daniels plant. If that is the case, if y'all would rather the Yingling, go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments. Leave in the comments which one you would like to use. Either you would like to see either the Yingling or the Jack Daniels factories. Or we need to get ready for pizza and we need to get more wheat for flour, because we're gonna need to produce a lot more flour if we're gonna do pizza. I don't know, something to think about. Well, we'll go ahead and start this off pretty quick with a time-lapse right quick of baling. And then also another thing is we're going to get a square baler. We're going to replace this round baler. I gotta save my sanity. This stopping and going is killing me. So after all these bales, I'm going to go ahead and probably sell this off, sell this and the trailer, the round bales. And then we'll end up getting some kind of square baler. Probably one of the cheapest ones, not the smallest one, but the cheapest one that we can find. And then we'll upgrade to the real big ones later on. The biggest one is like 312,000, which I like. However, there's another one that does the exact same thing, where behind it has a little trailer and it collects 3 bales. And then it puts it on the ground once it gets to 3 bales. So, and that one's like 200,000, and the next one up is 300,000, and it does the exact same thing. But it's part of the straw pack, where you have the factory for like straw pellets and things like that. So, I don't know. I don't see $300,000 being worth a baler. I just don't. The only downside would be the collection, because the auto load mod that we have currently for all the pallets and things like that we were using in Riverbend Springs, there's a mod conflict with the bale auto loads, where you just drive up and pick them up and it automatically picks up the bales. So we'll have to use our auto load, but the problem is we have to stop every time at the bales. So it's better for us to have like the 3 collected right there, and than it is for us to go around and pick up every single bale, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about. So enough of my yapping. We're gonna go ahead and get this done right quick, and then I'll bring y'all back whenever I kind of figure out what we're gonna do.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. tap. I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Alright, looks like we got just over 30 bales for straw. For our grass bales, we got a lot. So, I'm trying to find little missed bits to try and finish up this bale in our baler, but I don't think it's going to. And if I go grab grass, it's going to turn it into a grass bale. So, I need the unload early bales mod. There's a mod for that. Yeah, we're just gonna turn it off. Okay. That's just where it's gonna be at. Our goats are producing milk like crazy. And I think we gotta empty some of that out, take it to the dairy. And then once we get that to the dairy, we're probably going to go ahead and try to empty out the buffalo milk as well. All right, we are checking in on our cows, or the water buffalo, excuse me. And the goats have 10,000 liters of goat milk, which is actually more because there's some just off the trigger. The chickens have 1,300 liters of eggs, which isn't bad for 300 chickens. The water buffalo, we have... Oh my, they ran out of TMR. I didn't even realize that. 4,000 liters of milk there, so they have TMR right here. We're going to go ahead and feed them some TMR, get them squared away immediately. I don't even know when they stop producing. But we have this activated, and it's going. It's making TMR, so we're good there. I think the bakery actually needs to be activated. It does. Because, oh, wait, we never activated the flour mill. Yeah, we did. Oh, it's storing right now. We need to change that to distributing. Okay, so we'll go pick up the... We need to get a trailer. We're going to rent a trailer. That's first thing. And then we're going to go pick up the wheat pallets, take them to the bakers. And then after that, well, before that, actually, we're going to go ahead and do the TMR and put that into the water buffalo. And we're also going to take the goat's milk and the buffalo milk that we currently have to the bakeries. That way, everything can keep going and we can start making some money. Okay, we are at the store. Let's go ahead and lease our trailer. Just a regular flatbed should be fine. Trailers. There we go. Okay, not that kind of flatbed. Let's do one of these. There we go. I think this one's the best one. I think you can fit more on it. So design 1, what's design 2? Okay, just the ramps. That's the only difference. We're not going to buy it. We're just going to lease it. So no upgrades or anything like that. Lease is $3,000. Not terrible. We won't need it for very long. We're gonna do the goat milk first. Apparently, I cannot back up the trailers anymore. I figured that would be fine, hooking up like that, but I guess not. There we go. All right, we got the trailer. We're gonna go back to the farm, grab all the goat's milk, probably grab the wheat as well. There shouldn't be very many pallets, and then we'll go ahead and come back up, drop it off at the baker's and the drop it off at the baker's and the dairy. Alright, we are currently pulling up to the dairy. We have a lot of milk, a lot of goat's milk for this dairy. We have the 2 pallets in the back of wheat. Thankfully it was only 2 pallets, it wasn't any more than that. Oh, we missed the trigger? Question mark. Well, y'all have to, if I have to hear it, y'all have to hear it. It's that reverse sound. It is horrible. Alright. There we go. Tighten down those wheat pallets again. That's the only thing I don't really like about these map productions is it's kind of tight getting in and out, especially for a trailer like this. Riverbend Springs, it was a lot easier to get in and out of productions and things like that. Okay. Here's the 2 wheat pallets. Alright. Right into the baker's. And we're going to go ahead and get those started, actually. Okay, my bad. That was me. That wasn't him. That was not the AI car. That was me. But let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and get the bakers going, and let's go ahead and we'll activate that and get the dairy going as well. The question is, do we want to do goat cheese, or do we want to do bottled goat milk? I don't know which one to do. I think we just do goat cheese. I don't see why not. And then we'll be getting the buffalo milk into here, and we'll get our buffalo mozzarella started, our biggest moneymaker on the channel, minus the clothes. The clothes will be coming whenever the cotton harvest is finished up. We're going to try and take this little gap here. There we go. And we're going to hit every sign on the way out. Okay. But we're going to get back. We're going to get the buffalo milk, bring it on up to the dairy. And I think we just need to pick up bales after that. I think our productions are good. Minus like the hay ventilation and the TMR production. So I think we're good on everything else, but we're starting to make products, which is turning into money. So I don't know. Yeah, we're having a lot. We got a lot right now, especially in dry corn. So that's our cash crop right now, was the corn. I kind of want to save it, but we need to sell it. It is what it is. I would like to save it for the Jack Daniels, but we have to sell it. We don't have a choice right now. We only have $29,000 in the bank, and we need to start getting some equipment. We actually need to sell it probably before the cotton harvest, and that's going to be the only way we can actually afford to do our cotton harvest. Otherwise, we won't be able to afford it at all. I don't think we need this trailer anymore. I think we can return it. Let's see. Vehicles. Yeah, got that returned. I don't think we need that for anything else. I think we're good. We still need the semi. We need to go ahead and hook up to this guy right here. The water tanker, milk tanker, whatever you want to call it. We use it for both. Right now, we don't have a greenhouse. We will probably end up getting a greenhouse at some point. We'll have to if we do pizza. So I think we'll probably end up getting 2. Again, we'll clear out all these woods and level them off, and we'll go from there. All right, let's get this buffalo milk to the dairy right quick. All right, 4,000 liters right into the dairy. 4,000 liters doesn't sound like much, but in River Bend Springs, it actually lasted us a good while. I think it will last us most of the year. Whenever I was trying to do buffalo mozzarella, let's go ahead and get that activated too. Buffalo mozzarella, let's get that activated. 3 milk for 2 buffalo mozz. 480 cycles per month. Let's see. Or I don't know math. Y'all can do math. I can't. I'm sure y'all are very good at math. Me, I'm horrible at it. All right. Get this back, probably get bales picked up, and we'll end up cultivating that grass field. I really don't know what we're going to do with that field. I just know that we don't need any more grass for a little while. We have plenty of grass that's turned into hay. Some of it's going to go to the goats. Most of it's going to go to the water buffaloes for TMR. So I think we do a cash crop in there. I'm really leaning towards that. But again, we gotta get these productions going. So it could be one of those things where we plant 2 fields of wheat maybe, or something else. I don't know yet. We'll see. All right, so hear me out on this. We do canola in the grass field because it has a higher yield than the last field it was in. We go ahead and get it limed and get it ready for planting. Not in this episode. We'll end up cultivating both this field and the wheat field and probably calling it a night. We'll see how much time we got at that point. But nonetheless, but we put canola in this field that we're on now. We take that wheat field and put barley in it, and then that other field we put wheat in it. That keeps us kosher for our oil mill and the flour mill to stay going. I think almost guaranteed, because this field we're in now has a really high yield, and that other field is more acreage, less of a yield, but not a terrible yield. So I think we'll get a lot of wheat out of it. And then the barley, we don't need much barley. We really don't. We keep the cotton field as is, and we keep the cornfield as is. Depending on how much silage we end up getting, we may only need one season of corn for a while. I just don't know how much silage we're actually going to get out of that corn, because it's only like 10 acres, I think. Yeah, it's 10 acres, so it's really not all that much. Now, granted, what was it? I want to say like 5-acre field, right? In the River Bend Springs one, when we did our corn silage. Not the second one, not the new field that we did, but we had a field right next to the farmyard, and that field we did corn silage in. I think that was only 5 acres, and that yielded us like 400,000 liters. So I think 10 acres is going to be very close to a million liters of silage. And if that is the case, we really won't need much silage for a while. And at that point, I really don't know what we're going to do with that field either. Maybe we do spinach. I'm really wanting to do spinach. I don't know why. I like spinach. You can get a lot, and it has a second harvest in the season. So once you harvest it, it continues to grow. It'll regrow. You don't have to replant it or anything. It'll grow again, and then you have to replant it. So I think spinach is actually really very much worth it, and it's very high yielding too. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, what we should do, what other productions we should get into the mix, and things like that. Because it's not that I'm running out of ideas or anything. It's just I think there's just so much that we could do that I really don't know what to do. If that makes sense. There's so many options. And right now we don't have the money to do anything, but we will very soon. We're gonna have a lot of money, probably more than what we know what to do with here very soon. So just forward looking, trying to make as much money as we can. That's the whole point of this challenge anyways. But we're gonna get these bales picked up. We got the first load here. I don't know what this hay ventilation's at. It's at 118,000 right now, so maybe like 2 loads. Let's see. Yeah, looks like maybe half a load, so we'll see. But either way, we got to get this picked up, and we're going to park it probably over there in that little empty area, and we'll get the straw picked up, put it into the TMR production. We ended up with a perfect amount of grass bales. Well, those two are miniature. I had some problems with some key bindings, but we had a full load into the hay, a full load and a half into the hay ventilation. Then we got these two full loads right here, which is fantastic. So this will hold us off for a good while, actually, honestly. We're going to try and keep it even. Doubt it, but we'll see. Alright, now off to do the straw bales. Shouldn't take us too long. We might, I think we're going to get about a load and a half. I don't think we're going to get as near as many as we did with the grass. Which is fine. We don't really need all that much straw anyways. TMR only uses like 25 per cycle, 25 liters per cycle. You need more silage than you do anything for the TMR production. But we're going to get this done real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and cultivate these two fields. Alright, we ended up with a full load plus 9 bales. Which, not bad. Not bad. Let's take a look at how much that is now in the TMR production. I don't think we're going to have to bale for a while. So there's 573,000 liters of straw. Perfect. I don't think we're going to have to bale anytime soon. We have 413,000 liters in the hay ventilation, which is distributing over to our TMR production. And already we have 279,000 liters in that as well. So, and we have 145,000 of silage. So we're doing just fine. We're good on TMR, so the water buffalo can be almost capped. We're almost there, but not yet. Not enough to cap them out fully. We have the oil plant running. We have canola being made, canola oil. We have the bakers running, making bread. Flour mills running for the flour for the bakers. We have the dairy running for buffalo mozzarella and goat cheese. So we're going to be making money here very soon. Very, very soon. If not in the next couple episodes. So let's look at our seasonal calendar and let's see what we're going to plant. Canola is ready to be planted in August. So we'll cultivate up that grass field and plant canola in that. Wheat won't be ready. I think we said we're going to wait until April, May. I think we're going to wait until April to plant the barley and the wheat. So, due to the fact that during December, January, and February, those are the 3 months that no crop grows. There is zero crop growth. And so whenever you plant in September, you're waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months until you're able to harvest. Whereas I think if you plant in April, you get May, June, July, and I think August or September for harvest. We'll see if I'm correct on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So if that is the case, it's the same thing with the barley. The barley, you plant in April, so May, June, July, August. Yeah, August and September would be our harvesting months. So I think that is how that works. If I'm wrong, we're going to find that out. But we're going to go with it. We need to get into the John Deere. Our case has served us well today. It's done a great job. And now time for the big boy, the John Deere, to get this cultivation done. There's a lot to get cultivating. And this is the tanker to do it. This disc harrow is phenomenal. I'm loving it. It's a lot, I think it's a lot better than the cultivators, mostly because of the speed that you're able to go, but also because of the width. The width is fantastic. I think it's like 18 meters, which is phenomenal. And the speed for the width of it is fantastic. So let's get this steering assist going. We're only going to do one headland. There's no reason for two. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was expecting a crash there. Alright. We are now cultivating, and let's get this done. This shouldn't take too long. Okay, can anybody explain this? It was just starting to get dark. It's 8 o'clock at night. And all of a sudden, it's sunny again? I don't feel like that's right. I didn't change anything. It just kind of happened. I gotten out of the tractor to move the small bales right quick to over here. That's all I did. And I got, whenever I put the last bale down, it completely changed back to sunny. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But we're almost done with this grass field. We'll be done with the wheat field here soon. It just wasn't lining up right, and I was like, meh. I'll do it on its own. It's no big deal. We're almost done though. We'll get this done here very soon. We're gonna move on to August after this. So that way in the next episode we can go ahead and start planting the canola into this field. Probably liming too, unfortunately. I like liming, we just do a lot of it, that's all. But yeah, thankfully we're done baling for a while. That's a plus. Mowing and baling was getting repetitive, and we only did like 2 episodes of it. I like mowing and baling, but it gets very repetitive very quickly, and it makes me feel like I'm playing mowing simulator rather than farming simulator. So, but yeah, let me get this knocked out right quick, and I'll see y'all here in a minute. All right, we are all done with the cultivation for both fields. So when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and plant that canola. We'll probably fast forward time a little bit, but I know the water buffaloes need to stay taken care of, and the same with the. Oh, I had my super strength on. There we go. But I know we got to keep the goats going as well. So the chickens, they have what they have. When they run out, until we have our barley harvest. So let's get everything closed up right quick. And then we're going to press on to July, or excuse me, August. We're in July right now. All right, we are now in August. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to keep notifications going and see every post that I make for this series. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.